Expired pasta. The trinket that sells for 1,000 currency is the best healing item in the game, and here is why. So on the screen right now are the reasons why it's best in slot. Feel free to pause the video now and check those out. I'll talk through those just so you have some audio behind it as well. Starting out with Vita Spray, you've got 10 health per second. Health capacity caps at 150 total HP, right? A life bar and a half. You look at Vita Shot. Let's check that out real quick. 4 seconds of use time. It also caps out at 150 total health per stack. Let's check out Sterilized Bandage really quickly. 5 per second. Duration is 10 seconds. So you will get 50 HP from this after 10 seconds. Herbal Bandage. Stack it 5 times. And you've got 3.5 heals per second every 10 seconds. If you do the math, it is a total per stack of 175 health per stack of these bandages. Total stack. However, let's take a look at pasta. And what you're going to see is going to blow your mind. 15 HP for a use time of 1 second. It is not even listed as a healing item. It says it can be consumed to restore health. Now, let's break this down alongside all of these other items. You've probably already done the math for yourself, but let me explain it to you in the most clear way possible. Expired pasta has a total health capacity per slot of 225 HP, the highest in the game. The highest in the game. Even when you stack it up against mushrooms, which are a very similar heal, 15 healing, 1 second use time, you can only stack it up to 10 times, so it's technically not the best. Now that's just one category. I've proven that that's the best in that category. Let's go to another one. Per slot, you can stack 15 of these in one slot. That takes up a lot less space than bringing 2 stacks of herbal bandages, because if you were to bring in 2 stacks of pasta, you are getting, what is that, 450 total HP. Whereas 2 stacks of bandages, you're getting 175 times 2. What, 350? It's still less by a little bit. Now we go to health per second. This is where it breaks down and becomes meta, because everybody knows that in fights, in gunfights, you have very little time to heal, let alone take a shield. Sometimes it's hard to wait that 4 seconds for this recharge to go off. Pasta can use in 1 second for 15 HP. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you compare it to something like Vita Spray, something like Vita Shot, something like blue sterilized bandages, these are the best items in the game for heals. When you compare this healing per second to all the meta heals that everybody drools over, it is better. Vita Spray, 10 HP per second. Pasta, 15 HP per second. Vita Shot, you have to stick it for 4 seconds and you get 50 HP. With pasta, 4 seconds gets you 60 HP. Even if it takes you 1.2 seconds each hit, you'll still be at 4.8 seconds of use time with 10 more HP than you will be with 4 seconds of use time that has to be uninterrupted. That's the thing about getting into fights. Sometimes you don't have time to charge your shield. Sometimes you've got to run away, hit a stim really quick. Sometimes you need heals instantly. That's why people resort to the bandages, because it's not the worst. The use time's pretty fast. It's pretty good. Use time on a bandage is 1.5 seconds. I believe that's the fastest in the game out of all the healing items other than Vita Spray, which starts healing immediately. Really quick, Burnt Peanut, if you're watching this, let's run raid, bro. I'll give you a stack or 2 of pasta, and you can see for yourself if you like it. If not, no worries, man. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate the content and the grind, bro. Pasta still beats out every item in just the use time alone. 1 second of use time. Bandages are 1.5. There's one other metric I want to show you, and that is the weight per item. So if we break these down, we really split this up into like what does one item weigh, right? We'll bring all these down into one item and we'll check out the weight. Check out the weight, because this might be important to some people. Pasta, 0.01, so pretty light. Sterilized bandage, one of those is already double the weight. So already it's weighing more. 1 herbal bandage is still heavier than 1 pasta. 1 Vita Spray is heavier than 1 pasta. And 1 Vita Shot is heavier than 1 pasta. Now, when you put these in a stack, things change a little bit. So pasta weighs 1.5 as a full 15 stack. This is the max amount you can stack it. Vita Spray weighs 1 pound. So it is lighter, but you lose out on 75 HP. Healing capacity. This gives you 225 heals. This gives you 150. You tell me what's better. Vita Shot, 1.2 pounds. We're just gonna, I know it's kgs, but we're just saying pounds. 1.5 pounds. You're still getting more HP because this is still only 150 HP. This is 225. Still a 75 HP pool difference. with better use time and more healing. Sterilized Bandage is about half a pound. It's definitely a lot lighter per slot. You still only get 150 HP. So you're losing out on 75 HP. And sure, if you want to sacrifice another slot, you can have 2 slots and it'll weigh less than a pasta stack, but not by much, and not to warrant taking an item slot away from your inventory. So, finally we move to the Herbal Bandage. It is the runner-up in terms of health pool, because it's at 175. It's only 50%, it's only 50 HP, it's only 50 HP worse than a stack of pasta. And that being said, if you only had to have one, you know, obviously you wouldn't choose the pasta for that, because its strength comes in numbers, right? Pasta's not good if you just bring one. That's the only bad part about it. One Sterilized Bandage beats one pasta every single time. One Vita Spray beats pasta every single time, in ones. In a stack, when you stack everything up, pasta beats out every healing item in the game. Regardless of what people say, it is the meta. It has the stats, and nobody knows about it yet. Everybody I've talked to says I'm crazy, but everybody that I've come across that doesn't know it in-game, it blows their mind because it really is a hidden gem. Thank you guys all for watching. Appreciate it. If you like the video, let me know in the comments down below if I should do more stuff, how you can get rich like me, buy my course. Just kidding. No, but I will make a video on that if that's demanded. And if anyone's willing to sell me pasta, I have a snap hook blueprint. I have a looting Mark III survivor blueprint to trade. I have a lot of stuff that we can trade. Muscle break 3, compensator 3, all kinds of stuff. I try to have blueprints on deck so that I can gain more and more stacks of pasta, because this stuff is hard to find. It takes a lot of time. So let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next, and appreciate you guys watching.